everyone, Brewmaster here with another great ale review. I have something that I'm hoping is going to be pretty fantastic. This was sent to me by a good friend. His name is Brian, and it is Molotov Cocktail by the Evil Twin Brewing Company. This one comes in at 13% ABV. It is a 1 pint 6 fluid ounce, 22. Imperial India Pale Ale, ale brewed with natural flavors. Let's see here. Despite the crudeness, it is tricky to make an effective Molotov cocktail. Despite the unruly nature of the Rebel, it is very tricky to resist accepted conventions. Molotov Cocktail is a tour de force in rebellious hoppiness. It's a spark for action, and by far one of the most anti-authoritative beers ever made by Evil Twin Brewing. Now see, this says brewed by Evil Twin Brewing, Stratford, Connecticut. Distributed by 12% LLC, Brooklyn, New York. So, I was looking up, what I saw online said it was brewed in Brooklyn, New York, but I guess it's brewed in Connecticut and distributed out of Brooklyn, New York. Evil Twin Brewing is a gypsy brewing company that originated in Denmark. It was founded in 2010. Let's see. It is on Beer Advocate. The rating they give it, they give it an 85, but the bros have not tried it, so they have a 0. So nice, very high B+ rating. Now on Rate Beer, overall it gets a 93 rating, and for the style they gave it a 63, so pretty high ratings there also. It should be very interesting. Definitely not one to play around with. At 13% ABV, this thing is stout. Now, I was looking on the bottle, and I found the date. It was bottled on 12/30/2014. So it is not quite 6 months old, and I know with IPAs you want to try and get them as early as possible, and most people say within 6 months, so I'm just barely skirting by. I think it'll be fine though. Let's get a pour on this one and see what it looks like. Sorry about that. I like to leave just a little bit of room so I can get a good nose on it. Well, there's lots of carbonation. It is a hazy, burnt orange color. Pretty typical. Got a nice solid 1-finger head of some really tight, really clustered, like foamy sort of bubbles. Wow, I can smell it from here. Let's get a nose and see what this one smells like. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think this is just fine, even though it is almost 6 months old. There's just so much mango. Very tropical, makes my mouth water. Very citrusy. There's a little bit of pineapple. A little bit of an earthy sort of a hot bitterness. There's a sweet sort of brown sugar kind of a smell. Caramel perhaps. A little bit of peach. A little bit of like maybe even banana. This thing's so fruity. Very, very complex scent. Oh, it smells very good. Let's get a taste of this one. See what it tastes like. Cheers, guys. Excited. Wow. Wow. Very, very heavy mouthfeel. That is so good. This is the best IPA I've had in quite some time. I thought it would be, but right off the bat, very thick, clinging, fruity mango taste. Pineapple, a really earthy bitter hop, not too much, but really does kick in really nice in the middle there. The bitter lingers through the back end of it. I heard some people actually say this was like overly sweet or cloyingly sweet. I don't find it so at all. I think a lot of people confuse when you get that really mango, pineapple sort of a hop flavor, and then you get the malt mixing with it. I think they take that as like a really super sugary sort of a caramel taste, but it doesn't ever come across like that to me. I get more of a very strong mango, followed by pineapple. There's a really nice bready, biscuity sort of a yeast, malt profile. There is that sort of a caramel or molasses kind of a, well, not molasses, caramel or maybe brown sugar sort of a sweetness, but it's just enough to help it really balance. Very bitter on the end. The more I drink of it, the more bitter I'm getting. Very earthy, deep, dank bitterness. This is just a very tropical, fruity bomb. I can imagine this stuff being like, 2 weeks out of the brewery. If you were lucky enough to get one only 2 weeks old, it would be so fruity. Wow. That is just very delicious. Again, thank you, Brian. This is a tremendous beer. I've wanted to try it for a long time, and you helped me out with that. Again, guys, 13% ABV. You definitely get some of the alcohol, but I could not have told you it was 13%. If you would have given me a glass of this, blind taste test, and asked me what sort of alcohol, I would have probably honestly guessed no more than 8%. This is just really, really hidden with all the fruit, that sweetness, the caramel, and that bready, that really nice sort of a toasted bread or biscuit. Very, very tropical. Very, very heavy mouthfeel. Now the finish, not as clean as some. The finish does leave a little sweet, a little bitter and a little sweet, but I think it's just a perfect balance of both. All in all, I would have to give this thing is good. I would have to give this a 92. If this were 5 months fresher, who knows what this could have gotten. But yeah, I would have to give this a nice, solid 92. This is an A beer, I think. Very tasty. My first from Evil Twin, and hopefully, now that I know this, they're putting out this kind of quality, I'll get to try some more. If you guys have tried Evil Twin, any of the other single hop editions, I forgot this is the single hop Simcoe edition of the Molotov cocktail, if I didn't say that before. They have a line of these. They have the regular Molotov cocktail, and then they have a line of the single hops. If you guys have had the single hop Simcoe or any of the others, let me know what you think. Please leave your comments in the box below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I've been Brewmaster. Cheers, you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.